Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive?
Always ready.
Awesome. So, today we're going to tackle this concept of continuous improvement.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got this great article here called Continuous Improvement, a System for Innovation and Progress.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fascinating stuff. It's not just theoretical.
Right.
We're going to be looking at how companies like,
Yeah.
McKinsey and Bosch are actually using this to make some serious improvements.
I love this topic.
Yeah. And get this,
Yeah.
AI is playing a bigger and bigger role
Absolutely.
in this whole continuous improvement thing. Pretty cool, huh?
Well, and what gets me really excited about this is that it's not,
Yeah.
just some trendy management buzzword.
Right.
Continuous improvement. It's really about a cultural shift where everyone's constantly looking for ways to just do things better.
Always getting better.
Yeah, to innovate, to evolve, to learn.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's not just reacting to problems when they pop up.
Right.
It's about
Being proactive.
exactly proactively searching for ways to improve even when things seem okay.
I love that proactive approach.
Yeah.
And the article really makes it clear this isn't just for giant corporations or anything.
No, not at all.
We can all use this
Absolutely.
in our work, our hobbies, even our personal lives. Right?
100%. Whether
Yeah.
you're trying to improve your golf swing
Yeah.
or, be a better parent, these principles apply.
Right.
And while the concept itself, it's been around for a while,
Yeah.
what's really changed now
Yeah.
is the power of technology and data.
Yes.
We can track our progress so much better.
Right.
We can analyze results. We can make these tiny little adjustments
Exactly.
almost in real time in a way that just wasn't possible before.
Okay, let's get into some specifics.
Okay.
The article really emphasizes transparency and teamwork
Yes.
as essential parts of this.
Yeah.
How do those fit into the bigger picture?
Okay, so imagine this. Everyone on a project has access to the same information,
Okay.
same data, the same feedback.
Wow.
You can immediately see what's working, what's not,
Yeah.
where there's room to grow.
Makes sense.
That open communication.
Yeah.
It's really at the heart of continuous improvement.
Gotcha.
It gets everyone on the same page and aligned
Yeah.
so you can make decisions together.
Makes sense.
Informed decisions.
The article had a cool example of this in action.
Oh, yeah.
Something about McKinsey
Yes.
and their middle managers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
McKinsey actually empowers their middle managers to run
Right.
little experiments with their teams.
Yeah.
They can adjust workflows, change up meeting structures,
Okay.
really anything they think will make things better.
So they have that, and it's all based on
Autonomy to actually make
data,
gadgets.
real data and feedback,
Yeah.
not just gut feeling.
Right.
So it's about making those
Evidence-based decisions.
exact. I love it. So they're basically saying,
Yeah.
hey, you're closest to the action. You know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We trust you to take this data
Ah.
and actually make smart decisions in real time.
Empowerment. That's the key.
I love that.
And it's not just giving the teams the authority.
Yeah.
It creates this whole culture of ownership.
Yeah.
When people feel like they actually have a voice,
Yeah.
they have input in how things are done,
Right.
they become more engaged,
Yeah.
more invested in making things better.
Totally.
It's powerful.
Absolutely. Let's talk tech for a second, though.
Okay.
It obviously plays a huge role
Huge here.
in all of this. But the article also makes it clear
Yeah.
that it's not about replacing people.
Absolutely not.
Right.
Technology should be a tool
Yeah.
to make that team work better.
To enhance it.
Exactly. Not to eliminate the human element.
Right.
It can help us gather the data,
Mm-hmm.
analyze the trends, identify those areas where we can improve.
See the patterns.
Yes, but ultimately it's still humans
Right.
who have to interpret that information and make the decisions.
Totally. And they had some really cool examples
Oh, yeah.
of companies using tech to actually
Yeah.
boost their continuous improvement efforts.
Yeah.
The one that blew my mind was Bosch in China.
Bosch. Okay.
They're using digital tools for rapid prototyping
Wow.
to improve both their speed and equality.
That's great.
Talk about a win-win.
It's amazing what technology can do.
Right. And then there's Hindustan Unilever.
Okay.
They're using apps
Oh, cool.
to track their worker productivity
Mm-hmm.
in real time.
Wow.
So managers can
You
see,
can see what's happening.
okay, this is working, this needs tweaking,
Yeah.
and they can make adjustments like that on the fly.
It's incredible.
It's all about using tech to stay agile and
Yes.
ahead of the curve, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, now we're getting into some seriously mind-blowing stuff.
Oh, good.
The article talks about McKinsey's Lilly platform.
Lottie. Okay.
This thing uses AI to gather and process knowledge from across the entire company.
Wow.
I mean,
That's a lot of knowledge.
how wild is that?
That's pretty amazing. It's like this giant brain absorbing and analyzing all this information
Everywhere.
from all these different parts of McKinsey.
Wow.
This means that teams can solve problems faster.
Yeah.
They can access the relevant knowledge instantly. And ultimately, it frees them up to spend more time focusing on their clients.
Which is the goal.
Exactly. Focus on what matters.
And this all feeds into what they call a virtuous cycle.
A virtuous cycle. I like that.
Right.
What is that?
So the idea is that learning leads to higher productivity.
Okay.
Which leads to more success.
Makes sense.
Which fuels even more learning.
It's like a snowball effect.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Right.
It shows how continuous improvement can become this self-sustaining system that drives the whole organization forward.
I love that. But how do you actually build a system like that?
That's the question, isn't it?
Right. The article talks about this idea of a center of excellence.
Ooh, a center of excellence.
Which sounds pretty impressive.
Yeah.
What exactly does that look like?
Well, think of it like a dedicated team.
Okay.
Almost like an internal think tank.
Okay.
That is solely focused on continuous improvement.
That's cool.
They're constantly experimenting with new approaches. They're analyzing data from every corner of the company. And they're providing support to teams who are maybe struggling to implement these principles.
So they're like coaches, kind of.
Exactly.
Continuous improvement coaches.
I like that.
Yeah, sharing their expertise, helping everyone get on board.
Yeah, it's about guidance and support.
I love that.
And it goes beyond that direct support, too.
Oh.
They're also really key to building that culture of learning and transparency that we talked about earlier.
Right.
They make sure everyone has access to the data.
It all comes back to that.
They encourage teams to experiment.
Yeah.
They share best practices.
Open communication.
Across the whole organization.
I love that they're also big on using innovative tools and technology.
Oh, absolutely.
Like AI and all that.
Got to stay cutting edge.
It shows that they're really committed to like pushing the boundaries and seeing what's possible.
Exploring new frontiers.
Right.
Exactly.
But all of this, like everything we've talked about so far, hinges on one crucial factor.
What's that?
Empowerment.
Empowerment. You got it.
Right. This is where the human element really comes in.
That's where the magic happens.
Right.
You can have all the data and fancy tech in the world.
Yeah.
But if people don't feel empowered to actually use it to make decisions, to drive real change, continuous improvement will never really take root.
It's got to be bottom up.
It's got to come from within.
Right.
It's got to be part of the culture.
So it's not just about giving people access to information.
Right.
It's about giving them the authority,
the trust,
the flexibility to actually act on it.
Exactly.
To make those judgment calls.
Yeah. Teams need to be able to experiment, to adjust course, even to fail sometimes.
Right.
Without fear of being punished or getting bogged down in bureaucracy.
Makes sense.
That's what allows them to be truly agile
and
responsive to these constantly changing conditions.
So it's like embracing the messiness.
Embracing the process
of it all.
Yeah. Yes.
I can imagine that requires a pretty big shift in mindset for a lot of organizations.
It's a cultural transformation.
Right.
It takes real commitment from the leadership.
Right.
They have to be willing to let go of some of that control.
Yeah. That can be hard.
It can be tough.
Right.
But the results speak for themselves.
Well, the article made a pretty compelling case for it.
Yeah, what did they say?
Something about executives.
Okay.
Being way more productive.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right.
Yeah, they found that
way more
executives in these high-performing teams,
the
kind that really embrace continuous improvement, are 5 times.
5 times.
5 times more productive than those in average teams.
That's huge.
It's a significant difference.
5 times.
Oh,
okay. You've got my attention.
It's remarkable.
That's incredible.
And it's not just about productivity either.
Right.
It's about creating a work environment that's more engaging, more fulfilling, when people feel empowered, trusted to actually make a difference.
To contribute.
They're naturally going to be happier and more motivated.
It's a win-win for everyone then.
Exactly.
Right.
The organization wins with increased productivity and innovation.
Yeah.
The employees win, feeling more valued and engaged.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And all of this leads us to the heart of what continuous improvement really is.
Okay, what is it?
It's a whole new way of thinking about teamwork.
I like that.
Right.
So it's not just
a set of tools or techniques.
It's bigger than that.
It's a fundamental shift in how we approach collaboration and problem solving.
It's a mindset.
It is, right.
It's recognizing that we live in this complex, crazy, constantly changing world.
Right.
And the only way to really thrive in that kind of environment is to be constantly learning, adapting, and evolving.
Always evolving.
Always.
Right. And to do that, we need to harness the power of technology.
Yes.
But always with that human element at the center.
At the core.
Right.
Yeah.
Technology can enhance our judgment.
It can help us see things.
Yeah.
We might not see on their own.
Yeah. It can connect us with information.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to make good decisions.
Knowledge is power.
Right.
But it's still our human ingenuity, our creativity, our collaborative spirit.
It's what makes us human.
That's what drives real progress.
Exactly.
That's what makes the difference.
So it's like we're using our brains and our tech.
Brains and bots working together.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful partnership.
To create something truly amazing.
For continuous improvement.
And it's not about being perfect, right?
No.
The article makes it clear that mistakes are going to happen.
Part of the process.
And that's okay.
It's more than okay.
Right.
It's essential.
Right.
I mean, in fact, mistakes can be our best teachers.
Right.
The key is creating a culture where it's safe to fail.
Yeah.
As long as we learn from those failures and keep trying to do better.
So it's not about avoiding mistakes.
No.
It's about embracing them as opportunities to grow.
Growth mindset.
I love that shift in perspective.
It's powerful.
Right.
It is.
It's not about reaching some final destination.
No.
It's about the journey.
The journey.
Right.
Continuous improvement.
Continuous improvement.
It's a never-ending journey of learning and growth.
It's a process.
It is.
And that journey can lead to incredible results.
Absolutely.
For individuals.
Individuals, teams.
For teams, for organizations.
Organizations.
It's inspiring to think about what we can accomplish when we really commit to this idea of continuous learning and improvement.
It's a game changer.
Right.
It really is.
It really is.
It is.
It's something we can all apply in our own lives.
100%.
Right. Regardless of our job or industry.
It transcends those boundaries.
It does. So you're probably thinking,
what am I thinking?
Okay, this all sounds great.
Yeah.
But what does it actually mean for me?
That's the question.
Right. So let's bring this down to earth a little bit.
Okay.
Remember those examples we talked about? Like Bosch using digital tools to prototype faster?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unilever tracking worker productivity?
Yeah, those are great.
In real time.
Yeah.
Those aren't just isolated success stories, right?
No, they're not.
They're proof that continuous improvement is a real-world strategy that delivers results.
Real results.
Right.
Absolutely.
And the beauty of it is...
What's the beauty?
It's not just for these massive corporations, whether you're
leading a small team,
leading a team, running your own business, or even just trying
to get better at something.
Level up in your personal life.
Exactly.
The core principles are the same, right?
They're universal.
It's about creating that culture of openness.
Yes.
Embracing data-driven decisions.
The data's there to help us.
Right, and empowering yourself and those around you to always be looking for ways to improve.
Continuous learning, continuous growth.
Right, that's the key. And think about McKinsey's Lilly platform.
Lilly.
Having access to a centralized knowledge base.
It sounds amazing.
That sounds amazing.
It does.
But even without fancy AI,
right,
you can start building your own system.
You can.
For continuous learning.
Absolutely.
Or how?
No.
By simply documenting your processes.
Okay.
Analyzing what's working, what's not.
And
constantly seeking feedback.
Give it back,
From your team, from your clients.
All the stakeholders.
Even from yourself.
Self-reflection is critical.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's not forget that human element.
The human element. That's crucial.
We talked about the importance of empowerment and trust.
So important.
How can you, as a leader,
as a team member,
or even just an individual contributor, create an environment where people feel safe
to
experiment, to share ideas, and yes, even to make mistakes. Without fear of judgment.
It's all part of the learning process.
That's where the real magic happens.
That's where the breakthroughs occur.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
So as we kind of wrap up our deep dive today into continuous improvement.
I
want to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
It's not about reaching some mythical state of perfection.
No, it's not about perfection.
It's about the constant journey.
The journey is the destination.
Right.
It's about the process.
The never-ending process.
The ongoing evolution.
Of learning, adapting.
Adapting, growing.
And always striving.
Always striving.
To be just a little bit better.
A little bit better each day.
Than you were yesterday.
That's the goal.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well said.
Thank you.
And remember, this journey.
The journey.
It's not a solo mission.
No, it's not.
Right.
It's a collaborative effort.
It's about building a culture.
A culture of collaboration.
Where everyone feels empowered.
Where everyone feels empowered.
To contribute.
To contribute their ideas.
Their ideas, their perspective.
And work together towards
a common goal.
A shared goal.
Exactly.
That's such an important point.
It's the foundation of it all.
So think about your own life. Your work, your goals.
Your aspirations.
Where can you start?
Where can you start?
Applying these principles.
Yeah. What small change?
What small change
did you make today?
Can you make today?
Just one small step.
To kickstart your own journey.
Your own journey.
Of continuous improvement.
Of continuous improvement.
Keep that question in mind as you go about your day.
Let it simmer.
And who knows what amazing things...
Who knows what you might achieve. The possibilities are endless. Until next time.
Keep diving deep.
Keep learning, keep growing. So a center of excellence is kind of like a dedicated team, almost like an internal think tank.
Okay.
That's just laser focused on continuous improvement.
I like that.
So they're constantly experimenting with new approaches. They're analyzing data from every single part of the company.
Wow.
And they're providing support to teams who might be having trouble implementing these principles.
Oh, they're kind of like continuous improvement coaches?
Yeah, I like that.
Sharing their expertise.
Mentor.
Helping everyone get on board.
It's all about guidance and support.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's not just that direct support either.
Okay.
They're also really crucial for building that culture of learning and transparency.
Right.
That we talked about.
It all comes back to that.
You know, making sure everyone has access to data.
Yeah.
Encouraging those teams to experiment. Open communication.
And sharing best practices across the entire organization.
I love that they're also really into using all the innovative tools and technology, like AI and all that.
You got to stay on the cutting edge.
Right. It really shows that they're committed to pushing the boundaries.
You just explore those new frontiers.
Right.
Exactly.
But, you know, everything we've talked about so far.
Yeah.
All hinges on one crucial factor.
And what's that?
Empowerment.
Empowerment. You got it.
Right. This is where the human element...
That's where the real magic happens.
It really comes into play.
You can have all the data, all the fancy technology in the world,
right?
But if people don't feel empowered to use it, to make decisions, to drive change, continuous improvement just won't work.
It's got to be bottom up.
It has to come from within part of the culture.
So it's not just about giving people the information.
Right.
It's about giving them the authority.
Yeah.
The trust to maybe act on it.
Yeah. Teams need to be able to experiment.
Yeah.
To adjust course, even to fail sometimes.
Right.
Without fear of punishment or getting bogged down by all the red tape.
Makes sense.
You know, that's how you become truly agile.
Right.
And responsive to all those constantly changing conditions.
So it's like embracing the messiness.
Embracing the process.
Of it all.
Yeah.
Right. It's all part of it.
Yeah. I can imagine that takes a pretty big shift in mindset.
It's a cultural transformation.
It's a lot of organization.
It takes commitment.
Right.
From the leadership.
Yeah. That can be hard.
It can be tough.
Right. To let go.
But the results speak for themselves.
Well, the article made a pretty good case.
Oh, yeah. What did they say?
Something about executives being way more productive.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like way more productive.
They found that executives in these high-performing teams.
The ones who really embrace continuous improvement are 5 times more productive.
5 times.
5 times than those in average teams.
That's massive.
It's a huge difference.
5 times. Okay, you got my attention.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
That's incredible.
And it's not even all about the productivity. It's also about creating a work environment that's more engaging, more fulfilling. You know, when people feel empowered and trusted
to contribute.
Yeah, they're going to be happier, more motivated.
It's a win-win for everyone.
Exactly.
The organization gets more productivity.
Decreased productivity,
More innovation.
More innovation.
And the employees
feel
valued and engaged.
Yeah.
It all ties together.
It all comes back around.
Right. And this leads us to the real heart
Okay, what is
of
that?
what continuous improvement is.
I'm all ears.
It's a whole new way of thinking about teamwork.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
So it's not just
some tools and techniques.
right. It's big.
It's a fundamental shift.
It's a mindset.
It is.
It's about understanding that we live in this crazy, complex,
constantly changing
world.
Right.
And the only way to thrive in that kind of environment is to constantly be learning, adapting, and evolving.
Always evolving.
Always.
Right.
Yeah.
And to do that, we need to use technology.
Yes.
But always with that human element.
Always. Always. At the very core.
Right. Technology can enhance our judgment.
Yeah, it can help us see things we might not see.
Help us see the patterns.
Exactly.
It can connect us with information.
Information is key.
That we need to make good decisions.
Knowledge is power.
Right.
But it's our human ingenuity,
creativity,
our collaborative spirit.
So what makes us human?
That ultimately drive real progress.
Exactly.
That's what makes the real difference.
So it's kind of like using our brains and our tech together.
Yeah. Brains and bots working together.
To create something really amazing.
It's a continuous improvement, yeah.
And, the article made it clear that it's not about being perfect.
Oh, no, not at all.
Right. Mistakes will happen.
They're gonna happen.
It's part of the process.
It's more than okay.
And that's okay.
It's essential.
Right.
Mistakes are our best teachers, I think.
Yeah.
The key is creating a culture where it's safe to fail.
Yeah.
As long as we learn from those failures.
Right. Learn from those failures.
And keep trying.
Exactly.
To improve.
So it's not about avoiding mistakes.
Yeah.
It's about embracing them.
Yes.
As opportunities to grow.
That growth mindset.
I love that shift in perspective.
It's powerful.
Right. It's not about
reaching
some final destination.
No.
It's about the journey.
The journey.
Right.
It's about the process.
That never-ending
ongoing evolution.
Process of learning, adapting, growing,
and always striving
to be a little bit better
each day
than you were yesterday.
That's what it's all about.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
Well said.
Thank you.
And, remember this journey.
This journey.
It's not a solo mission.
It's not. You don't have to go it alone.
Right.
It's a collaborative effort.
It's about building a culture.
A culture of collaboration.
This collaboration.
Where everyone feels empowered.
To contribute their ideas.
Their perspectives.
But work together towards
a common goal.
A shared goal.
Exactly.
That's such an important point.
It's the foundation of continuous improvement.
So, as we wrap up today.
Okay.
I want you all to think about your own lives.
Your own lives.
Your work. Your goals.
Your aspirations.
Where can you start?
Applying these principles.
What small change?
What tiny little change?
Can you make today? Just one small step.
To kickstart your own journey.
Your own personal journey.
Of continuous improvement. Keep that question in mind.
Let it simmer.
As you go about your day.
And who knows?
What amazing things.
You might achieve.
You might be able to achieve.
The possibilities are endless.
Until next time.
Keep
diving deep.
Keep learning. Keep growing.